Are you depressed? Do you have anxiety? Do you have a lot of stress? Well, we have an answer for you. That answer is a GMO processed food burger that you could shove down your pie hole that most likely will make you just as sick in your stomach as your head is. With, of course, mental problems going up, we are going to be discussing an interesting story of what people are calling, quote, woke advertising, but there's more to the story than just the wokeness. We're going to get into that. But before we do all that, I sincerely want to thank everyone who has been participating in independent media and supporting us during this very hard time. As you guys know, our Facebook page is totally we're unable to post on it. We've been censored on that aspect. If you guys go to any video we have, click the description. There's many ways you could support us with cryptocurrencies, with an actual P.O. box. I love hearing from you guys with actual physical mail. You guys could actually mail us stuff, and your support is more needed than ever with, of course, the crunch being on independent media like us, having our message heard to the larger public. That is being restricted more and more. Now, jumping into the story, this is a new advertisement that we're going to be watching in this video, but CBS News has this title: Burger King takes aim at McDonald's by introducing unhappy meals. Yes, unhappy meals. And of course, with more reports coming out and scientific studies talking about how millennials are more depressed and less healthy than Generation X, with depression, anxiety, and stress going up, with millennials having less kids than ever, getting married less than ever. Burger King sees this as a perfect advertising scheme and uses that to be relatable to you in what people are calling this new kind of woke advertisement. And again, Jason, I wouldn't call this woke other than just people trying to profit off what is, quote, relatable. And now what is relatable is being miserable, as highlighted by this video. Right, Jason?
Well, first of all, I'm a grown man, so I don't use the term woke. That's for children and idiots. I'm sorry. So if you use that, stop using it. It's ridiculous. And there's a reason that my generation is happier than yours, because we don't, dwell on ridiculous bullshit and think that we're friggin' enlightened about it. Sorry, that's the truth. So if you're using the term woke, now is the time to stop. I'm telling you now. And I got to tell you,
Jason.
What's that?
I'm a bloomer. You're a doomer. I'm a bloomer.
I don't know what that means. Again,
okay.
Yeah. But again, you look at this guy. I like cheeseburgers. I like Whoppers. And, I like these things. So I'm pretty sure, Luke, I'm going to like this commercial. Let's see what it has to offer.
Uh-huh.
Not everybody wakes up happy. Sometimes you feel sad, scared, crappy. All I ask is that you let me feel my way.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you're going to go get a cheeseburger and feel better, right? Maybe some nuggets? That's what's going to happen. I'm sure of it. See, he's feeling sad now, Luke, but when he gets to Burger King...
The reason they're doing this because more and more people are waking up sad. More and more people are waking up scared. And that, they're trying to be like, yeah, I feel this way. What are they talking about here? I'm interested in this. And the second one is someone wrote a very nasty word to this young lady. And of course, they're going off through the millennial woes, the millennial problems, highlighting the most important aspects to a lot of millennials here from what I believe they're trying to do. And let's talk about them. Depression, waking up. It's been happening. Depression's up. Now, this is, of course, an attack on slut shaming, which, I don't agree with, but could be debatable how often or doesn't happen. But let's just keep playing it.
Feeling blue. Kind of down. Can't wait to leave this closed-minded town.
So she's going to go out of town to get a burger, right? And she's going to be happy afterwards. I mean, this is going to work. It's all going to come together.
She doesn't have a Burger King in her town?
I mean, that's fine. Maybe she's going to go out of town. Hey, I got to tell you, I grew up in a small town, Luke. You had to drive a good 15, 20 miles to get to a BK. Let's find out about this young lady.
Subliminal messaging here. I see it. Clever.
My boss is such a freaking creep. I just told him to go himself.
Whoa!
Salty language.
Okay, maybe they're going to go together.
Yeah. Sexual harassment at the workplace. Which is an issue that, but again, how prevalent it is, that's debatable. They're all singing a song, crying, being absolutely miserable here for, of course, other things that are happening in their life, but really no bigger backstory other than, hey, we're really, really depressed, anxious, stressed out, and sad here.
But dude, it's all gonna be fine. They're gonna go get a burger, and everything's gonna be cool.
Let's keep playing it here. Music here. We can talk over the music.
I can't believe my student loan.
Student loan. There's a student loan crisis. The guy's talking about living with his father.
Wait a minute. That the guy next to him, he wasn't eating the burger. Like some kind of yogurt
He's not
thing.
happy.
What's going on? Wait, where's the cheeseburgers, Luke? All right.
So
So
student loan debt is an important issue. It's something that most Americans are facing, and the system is, I believe, incredulous. And this is one of the reasons why many point to why people are not getting married, why people are not having kids, because people are in debt and can't afford to, and they're in servitude to some larger systems because of. And obviously, we could go into the larger problems here and get into all that, but complaining about it doesn't really do anything. But here's the other millennial. Kind of problem that young people face. This is fascinating. Here, play this guy.
Just got ghosted.
Got ghosted. So this guy was most likely on Tinder, met some lady. Happens a lot. Happens. Many women flake. Women are, categorically in the new kind of Tinder, Grubhub of dating apps. Literally, it's like picking whatever you want. Women are flaking. That's the number one problem that makes him depressed, is that out of the hundreds of matches he has digitally, instead of going out there into the real world and actually talking to a young lady in the real world, which is frowned upon now, the digital match that he made ditched him. Come on. They're stretching here, to say the least, but it's actual something that millennials are having issues with and talking about.
But Luke, maybe he's just going to use the app on his phone to get a cheeseburger and meet everybody else there, and then they're all going to have a good time. I'm feeling good about this commercial. I don't know what ghosted is because, again, I'm a grown man and I don't use childlike terms, but I think that the cheeseburger is going to be okay.
End up alone.
He's going to end up alone. Many people are.
Okay, so now we have a teenage mom. She's too young. No, I would encourage her to walk her kid, but that's okay. She's feeling kind of upset.
Take your opinions and suck it.
Whoa! But they're getting cheeseburgers, right?
Well, now they're smiling. They're flipping people off.
Oh!
Trying to share some food. He throws away his phone.
Wait,
this guy's
why is he?
crying
Wait,
in
can I
there.
stop
guy's
this?
Eating ice cream from his dad.
What? Are they serving that at Burger King? Why? What? I thought we were getting cheeseburgers.
Stop with your boomer humor. Let's keep it going in here. They're smiling.
Okay.
No one is happy all the time, and that's okay. Blue meal, yas meal, pissed meal, salty meal, GAF meal, real meals. What? What? How do you make that transition, Jason? And of course, just to explain it here, they're introducing 5 different, quote, real meal boxes, the unhappy boxes. And their options are, of course, if you're mad, you could have the pissed meal. We don't know what that meal actually includes. I'm going to go to Burger King after this. I may do a whole in-depth video on this, having a little temper tantrum. But if you're mad, the Burger King is going to give you the pissed meal, which is in blue. If you're sad, you're going to get the blue meal. If you're bitter, the salty meal is going to be good for you. The yas meal is when you're excited, because everyone says yas when they're excited. Well, that's, oh my God, they're horrible. And DGAF means get. Do you want to say this? We can't curse on here. Don't give F meal. That speaks for itself. That doesn't need an explanation. But that's the meals there, Jason, to help fix the crumbling problems in our society that millennials have to deal with.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I'm kind of disappointed nobody got a cheeseburger and nobody smiled. Fast food used to be about taking a break. Well, first of all, I want to say this. This is a gimmick. It's in 5 different cities. It's unclear if it's even in every location in every city. New York City, Austin, Texas, Los Angeles, the places you would think this is actually going to be. Because, again, it's nothing more than a publicity stunt. But, guys, have we jumped the shark yet? We put the DGAF meal out there. We have a commercial where people are crying, cursing, flipping off others, encouraging teenage motherhood. And by the way, I'm for that more than I would say abortion. Good for her. I don't care how people judge you. I like that you were walking and taking care of your kid. Best message in the whole thing. And the entire thing, instead of showing you the meal you get, and by the way, it's the same meal. It's a Whopper, fries, and a drink. It's the Burger King standard. There's no difference. The boxes all contain the same thing.
Well, they're doing this, Jason, to quote, elevate
awareness about mental health. I get it. My point is this. At the end, maybe they could have cheers the Whopper together and maybe smiled a little bit like saying, hey, you get one of these salty meals, maybe salty then, but I'm happy about my burger. No, there was...
Widely categorized unhealthy GMO processed food is definitely going to help you here. They're doing this, again, let's get full clarity here. They're doing this with the Organization of Mental Health America, and they want to raise awareness. Yes, people feel sad, and that's fine, but this combo's definitely a little bit weird. It definitely seems like they only pretty much want to seem relatable for their bottom line, for their profit. This is exactly how this comes off across, because again, they could be talking about trying to elevate the conversation, but I don't think they did that there. I think they just showed a bunch of people depressed and anxious and stressed out, which is becoming more and more common, and something to really wonder about, especially if you look at the raising number of single family households, the raising number of divorces, but even the percentages of divorces happening, because there's actually less divorces happening because less people are getting married, the number of people just not having kids at all, and you look at the kind of ramifications of that, and they are very severe in our society. The conversation does need to be started, but I don't think Burger King did the right thing here, in my opinion. What do you think, Jason? And you want to close it off here?
Yeah, I was really hoping that they were going to finally get that cheeseburger and happiness, and it didn't happen. So I think it was absolutely ridiculous. It seems like it's a stunt, and it's kind of getting tired, isn't it? Isn't this? I get we have to advertise towards the generation that's buying stuff, but why are we encouraging such negativity and such acceptance of that negativity? Guys, if you agree with me, please say so in the comments.
One last thing. I'm reading some of the comments. Let me just read off some of the comments, if that's okay. We should have did this in the beginning. One of the people leaving a comment. This video is widely disliked, by the way. One of the people leaving this comment says, "Is the toy that comes with the meal a rope?" And another one said, "April Fool's Day was last month, Burger King." Oh my goodness. Sorry, I just have to read off those two. Sorry, finish up, Jason.
No, that's fine. So guys, we're doing 4 videos a day across 2 different platforms. We Are Change and Pulse Change, soon to be News for a Change. Make sure you are subscribed, you're ringing those bells, and you're sharing this stuff on social media, as well as getting out there and being the change you want to see in the world.